Good evening, Mr. Peacock. How are you, my brother?
I'm good in yourself, boss.
I am absolutely amazing. Ah, there we go. We got a special guest on the night, sir. How's that? How's that?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mr. D-Boy, Mr. Silver King, I see you guys over there. Welcome, welcome. Loads to talk about. Bit of a break. How was the 1 week break we had?
That was good. It was good from my side.
Refreshing?
Yeah, not really.
Not
I don't
really.
have much race.
Ah, they say rest is for the wicked.
Yeah, I don't have much race.
They say rest is for the wicked.
Yeah, nah.
Definitely, eh? I'm sure we can agree on that, right? 100%. All right, so
Champions don't race. Champions don't race.
that's what I heard. I heard the same thing, right? Guys, please just tap the screen, share the live. Mr. Monty, welcome. Do you see what I did here below me? The comments there below me.
Yeah.
So that is when I upload the full thing here on YouTube, then people can see the comments. But what I've noticed is once I've uploaded the episode onto YouTube, then the people that comes into the box, if their camera is not on, then it shows them a black screen. So I'm
As a
not too
blank.
sure. Yeah, as a blank, yeah. There we go. We've got a special guest that has arrived on the night. Thank you, Mr. Monty. We'll have a good conversation tonight. Welcome, Mr. Warren. How are you, sir?
Hello, I'm good and you?
Awesome and excited to have you.
Yes, yes, Mr. Warren. Are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks and you? How you doing?
Right, 100%. So yeah, so we
I'm
got
gonna
a
try my
couple.
best. I'm gonna try my best, okay? I'm not prepared for this.
Don't worry. I love stuff that's unprepared because I'm also unprepared when
Yeah.
people come up into the box, with questions and ideas and stuff
Okay.
that they're gonna be giving. So Nasser is busy with the Klopse, you know. But nevertheless, I am sure everyone in here on the For You page, in the boxes, it's all capable of having a football conversation, which is cool. Yeah, so how was the break, guys? Everyone, Happy New Year to everyone. Please share the live with other people out there, you know, and let's get a conversation going. And
Thank
funny
you,
enough,
Mooncake Lazelle. Moon pie out of the Western Cape
100%.
with a heart. With a heart.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I guess we're gonna be cooking tonight, eh? We're gonna be cooking tonight, I believe, right?
Hey, I'm telling you. I'm
Are you
telling
guys
you.
ready to cook this show tonight? Is the comment
Let's see, do we
section
have the
ready to
ingredients?
cook
Let's
this
see.
one?
Let's see, do we have all the ingredients and the spices?
Absolutely. We always got the spice and stuff going, right? So again, a good evening to my two co-hosts, the special guest Warren. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, sir. Always interacting, always sending some videos, which I guess that's going to be the first video that's going to be talked about tonight, Mania.
Oh,
And
you
then
see?
and then we're gonna go along, sir. So now they don't just
All
see you
right.
in the video, but they can also, you know what, hit you with some stuff over there, right? I like that,
Okay, then
right?
Robert can then first respond to the video. Then I'll go last since it's my video.
Okay, you gave us the video, we will respond on it. No, fair enough, fair enough.
100%,
Okay.
100%. So Warren sent me actually a cool little video. There were some games obviously happened in the holidays and stuff like that. And he had a bit of a couple of questions. So people in the comment section, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Some good topics on the agenda. So let's hear what Warren had to say. Let's speak about what Warren's got.
All right. So during the Boxing Day matches, there was a match between Aston Villa and Newcastle. Fabian Shaw was fouled by John Duran in this match. In the follow-up, he accidentally tripped and fell on his knee. Fabian Shaw obviously was hurt. John Duran was sent off 3-match ban due to the straight red card, and Aston Villa's appeal to have the card rescinded was rejected. He will also face a added possibility of a added ban due to his reaction to receiving that red card before he went off. The next day, Brentford and Brighton was playing against each other. João Pedro nearly elbowed his Brentford opponent. You could see the intent was there. in the slow mo, you could also see that had he connected, that's a serious foul. The only reason he was not sent off, he wasn't even given a yellow, was because there was no contact. So you can intend to harm somebody, but just because you don't touch them, you can get away with murder. Make that make sense, broski.
Needs to be made sense, right? He's got valid points that he's pointed out, I see Chris is saying in the comment section, this was a shocking decision indeed. You want to respond to that, Mr. Coase?
Yeah, look, I think the Villa one was wrong because in the sense that if a guy is off balance, he cannot control himself. They both went for the ball. They both in an unnatural position, and him accidentally tramping onto somebody and giving him a direct red. How do you consider that the intent of the player hurting him? So for me, that was a wrong decision. The Brentford one again, maybe the intent was there, but because he never harmed the person, I can't see someone being given a foul because of I almost hurt you or I wanted to hurt you and I never got to hurt you type of thing. So I think the Brentford one was correct. The Aston Villa one was wrong. That's my take on it. It's difficult. At the end of the day, football is a physical sport. There's going to come times when you're going to be in contact. There's going to come times when you're 50-50 for a ball. When both is in an unnatural position, they might, unfortunately, sometimes you do hurt an opponent. You don't want to do it. You don't want to stop a player's career. But in a situation like that, where they both fall in both in a natural position, I think it was the wrong decision to give a straight red.
I get where you're coming, and that's fair. That's a fair observation. But I got always a different view about things. And like Mooncake was saying in the comment section as well, VAR has been good and they've been bad at times. All right. Now, this is my thing. Let's just move to a different example on this as well. Right? If a ball gets played through for a player from a midfielder, a defender, whoever gets that through ball, right? It's a clear offside, right? But they would wait first for the goal to be scored or whatever, then they would bring back the play. Now, my thing is this, right? You are risking a player, right, of picking up the injury at that time. Yes, I understand some of the calls is tight. That's where VAR and that comes in, right, to double check that. But if it's a clear, right, offside, it should be blown. Same like this as well. That's a clear intention of wanting to hurt the player. I think the Duran one as well, in my opinion, is yes, he was off balance, but there you can clearly see he follows through with the foot. So the consistency needs to come in the game when they say, you know what, this is the rule, right? If you attempt to injure the player, if it is a clear offside, there's no need for VAR to come in because then what's the point of having your linesmen? Then there's no point of having a linesman, right? Then you can just have the referee, and the referee can just go to VAR. Then they can generate that money into better technology to improve it even more instead of just getting someone to get a paycheck. That is my view again on that, right? What is your view on that, Warren?
Okay, this is weird because I'm speaking on my own
No,
video.
100%. We would just like to know, obviously, you gave a video, and then I would also
Yeah.
like to know how do you see the incident as well?
Okay, so I think that the Villa one is on the border for me, right? They both, like Robin said, they both went for the ball. They both intended to play the ball. He fouled the player, and then with the follow up, his foot obviously hurt the player, and a foul was called. The ref decided, I'm going to give you a red card, sent him off. VAR didn't intervene, or they did intervene. They agreed with the on field decision. He was sent off, he reacted, and now there's a chance that he's going to get a further 2 match ban or something. It's going to be extended to 5 matches. Fine, it was on the border. I get that. My thing is with the consistency with the VAR. You can't say you're not going to send the player off. You didn't even caution João Pedro. The next day, it's like literally 24 hours afterwards.
Mm.
He elbows the player. If he connects, that player is seriously injured. So you can say whether the person he touched. Oh, I almost touched him, but if you just look at the screenshot that you put up there, his intent is there. So The fact that he actually went for that motion tells you everything. I call malice in that whole thing. There's malice in there.
mm,
His intent was to hurt him. Whether it was to severely injure him, we can't say. We were not there.
mm,
But his intent was to foul him. You can
mm,
say what you want about it. Just look at the actions. Look at that's not somebody that's in a natural position that's going to go.
mm,
Like if you go like that, your intent is to either block the person or to injure them or to cause them to trip or anything like that.
mm,
So the fact that they did not even caution him, not even a
mm,
yellow card, he wasn't even said his intent there is to harm that player. You
mm.
can't say just because he did not make contact, his intent was not to harm the person. And
100%. I
that's
agree.
what for me. That's what for me. What it comes down to is what is the player's intent there.
Mm,
His intent is to stop him from moving forward to making a play
mm,
and to cause a foul.
mm.
And for me, that is straight red. He should have been sent off.
100%.
And now he gets the enjoyment of playing in these next couple of games. And in the next game, he goes out to get 2 assists to help Brighton secure a point. Had that not
100%.
happened, he doesn't get that 2 assists and Brighton loses that next game, loses 3 points.
100%. And that
And now Villa
actually,
is in the mud because one of their star substitutions that can come off the bench that normally scores is now out of the wins for like five game weeks. And when the games come in thick and fast like this, you can't afford to lose somebody like that. Yes, Duran, it was on the cusp. So I get that, and VAR went with the on-field decision.
no, 100%.
My problem with this whole thing is VAR did not even intervene here because they said there was no contact.
100%. So we can all agree that there's no consistency, and that's kind of messing up, you know what, the game, all right, where it's costing players some points, all right? And if you look at it, right, money driven in the sport is a big factor, all right? You're telling me we as ordinary people that watch the game, that understand the game, can actually see these things, but these guys that's getting those big salary paychecks, right? They can't see these things, right? So if no one can see that this is all driven by money, then I don't know. All right. We're gonna give you guys an opportunity very shortly. We're gonna cover one more topic, and then once we cover this topic, and then we'll get a couple of people to jump into the 60 seconds of countdown, and then obviously you can raise your views on topics that was discussed, or maybe something new that you've got on your mind that you would like to also put out there, because we all understand the game. So there's never, my opinion is better than your opinion. But of course, if you are talking bollocks, then I'm going to call you out because it needs to also make sense, right? So there's also another hot topic that's been floating around, and we got obviously a young lad that wants to get an opinion who is better of the two, right? It's a debate that's out there, and I do think he's got valid points, right? Because we all are saying that no, this player is better, that player, but let's listen to his view and his opinion, right?
Good morning, all. Another hot topic that is circulating the football world at the moment.
I'm gonna start this video again just to let everyone know it is nighttime. Nasser is in a different country, so that is why he's greeting you guys good morning. All right, so I'll let Nasser greet you again. Good morning.
Good morning, all. Another hot topic that is circulating the football world at the moment is the comparison made between Thierry Henry and Mohamed Salah. Look, we can't really compare the two. Both are great in its own way. Many dispute Thierry Henry to be the legend of the game. Mo Salah is one of the best players in the Premier League. If you look at the numbers, Thierry Henry, Mo Salah, it's like for like. There's not much to separate the two. But what I would like to add and say is that Thierry Henry played in an era with a lot of greats, a lot of icons, which also boosted his output in producing those numbers. Whereas by Mohamed Salah also has great players alongside him. The only difference is Mohamed Salah doesn't have the same caliber of players in his team such as that Thierry Henry has had. Hence, in my humble opinion, I feel like Mohamed Salah is actually the better player, but I guess everybody has his own opinion on this.
I love this debate that comes up, right? I think before we respond, let's give the guys in the comment section to come in a minute, all right, and hear their opinion and their views. Like I say, his opinion and his view, it's not wrong, all right. He's got valid points, all right. In his football sense, he's talking, all right. So, welcome, Adil. I'll give you a quick minute, sir. The floor is yours, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good
Evening, sir.
evening, all. If we compare Salah and Thierry Henry, number one, if you're a football fan and a football fanatic and you've been following football for a long time, you will not make that comparison. Number one. Number two, like I said in the comment section, youngsters are driven by stats. Yes, stats is important, but guys, come on, we're gonna compare wingers and strikers now and just put all the stats up. So for me, it's not a fair reflection. Let's take somebody from the same era or the same position and we can make that call. But I always believe that the youngsters of today must go and watch the ball that was played during these guys' eras, and you'll see it's a total different ball game. So that's my 2 cents I wanted to add, guys. I don't believe it's a fair comparison. Should never even have been put out there. But the pundits in the UK, the youngsters now that's doing all the podcasts, most probably will come up with these kind of scenarios. That's all I want to add, guys. Great show so far.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anyone else want to hop in? Anyone else want to hop in? Anyone else? Any other guests? Anyway, why don't you want to give your view on the as a Liverpool guy? Let's see.
My,
The reason why I
I'm
say
not gonna.
Liverpool guy first because I have heard a couple of analyzing from my fellow co-host and United guy. So I want to make sure we are as unbiased as possible because this
Okay,
is not where we put out those banter videos and that crazy lives. This is where we're going to give proper flowers and recognition to players, you know.
okay. So I'm gonna actually agree with Adil that was just on. And I'm a Liverpool supporter, and I love Salah. And but you cannot make the comparison. Number one is they played in two different eras, like Nasser said in the video. They're different teams. And what people need to understand also is that the game of football, right? Even though it's the same sport, it is evolving. There's always change. Rules change. VAR comes in. I don't even think there was VAR when Thierry Henry replayed. He was a World Cup superstar, bigger coach afterwards. I respect Thierry Henry on so many levels, even though he played for Arsenal. I have so much respect for him. For me, it's not about club. For me, it's about the quality of the player. And yes, they play two different positions. So you cannot look at stats. You cannot look at stats alone in its own context. You need to look at everything overall. You cannot make the comparison. So I'm on the fence with this one. For me, it's they both great players. They both put up amazing numbers. They both play good quality football. Whenever they're on the pitch, you can rely on them to make great chances, to assist, to score goals, and you're never gonna be disappointed when you watch these players play. In whether regard you're watching in the Thierry Henry's era or you're watching it right now in the Premier League, I cannot make the comparison. I think on their own merit, they're both quality footballers. So for me, there shouldn't be a debate.
Okay, cool. Robin, 1 minute. It's all you need, sir. I can't give you more than 1 minute because I know you're gonna
Okay.
drag this.
I understand where Warren and Adil's coming from, but unfortunately, the debate is here in front of us, so we cannot hide away from the debate itself. Now, if you look at the quality, because I know Nasa was speaking about the quality in just like different positions, but if you look at the quality of players that Mo Salah is coming up against in the Premier League era since he came into the Premier League, compared to the players that Henry was going up against, we can all basically agree there was much the defense was better in Henry's era. The physicality was much tougher in Henry's era. So and look here, we can speak about the numbers. I think as a clinical striker and finisher, I think Salah will be up there with the best. We cannot deny that if you look at the numbers itself, if we just look at the stats. But if we look at the footballer, if you were to ask any defender in the world, and I promise you, I will shave my head on alive, any defender in the world, who would they rather face one on one, a Salah or a Henry on their peak? I can guarantee you now, everybody will say Henry. If anybody tell me any famous defender of defender come out and said he is afraid of Salah, I will cut my head. Bless 100 of year on this live. On
Okay.
this live, I will do it.
Okay.
Because who did Salah go up against? He went up against a Wes Morgan. He went up by Harry Maguire, Lindelof. I can't even mention a few other defenders. To, but if you go look at Henry was facing prime Vidic, prime Rio, prime Terry Henry. He had Cavallo at Chelsea. He was going up against some of the best defenders at that moment in the world.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
my take. And if anybody tells me Salah is world class, I tell you now, name me two world class 11s against each other now, man for man. Will Salah make your team? Not a Premier League 11, a world class 11, starting from 1994 up until now. Does Salah make your world 11 on both sides?
Okay.
Then I will say, you know what? You got me.
Okay. Look, this the only thing I'm going to disagree with you is by saying Salah's not world class. Right? He's been consistently doing it. Right? Season in, season out. Right? So saying Salah's not world class, that is a bit disrespectful to the player.
Does he make a world 11 for you
Now hold on,
on
hold
two?
on, hold on. When we're saying a player is world class, right? That doesn't mean if you're world class, you will definitely get into world 11, right? There's a lot of
No, you
world
world
class.
class. You world class.
Look, a world class player is you've got everything in in your locker. You can dribble. Maybe you're not the best dribbler, but you can dribble. You can score, all right? So you can do all of these kind of things. What I will say is that at the moment, like Zifus was saying, he's taking the words out of my mouth. At the moment, Salah is actually the player that you have to say, you know what? He's probably the best in the Premier League at the moment, right?
Currently,
But
100%.
you can't
100%.
you can't say that, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a 60 seconds of countdown to come in now, guys. I had an opportunity. As I'm not finished, and I'll give you guys an opportunity to come in again. So just as I was gonna say that, you know what? You cannot say that Salah cannot go up against other defenders. All right? Doesn't matter which defender it is. If those defenders were in their prime, right, Salah right now will be able to go up against those defenders. Whether it's a Vidic,
But we don't
whe-
know that.
yeah,
We don't know that.
what I'm saying is that on what he has been putting out season in, season out, you
But we
have to
can't speak on
give.
what if.
No,
We
what I'm
can't speak on
saying.
what if. We can only speak on what the now is.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You can't say I can't speak on what if. Then also you can't say that there is not a possibility that he can't go up against those defenders in their prime. That's also unfair because he hasn't faced those guys. Do you get what I'm saying? But what I will say is, right, in my opinion, right, both players are world class, Henry and Salah, both of them, they are world class, right? But for me, Henry is a better player, right? Because of a lot of other factors, but I don't want to go too much in and then drag this thing out, and then this whole thing becomes that you know, are we really over and over and going back and forth, going back and forth? I think we all gave an opinion about these players, right? And it doesn't mean that my opinion is better than your opinion. And I think it's all valid points we brought up, but I will also have to disagree on certain things. We cannot say that Salah is not a world class player. Because I mean, if you ask any other team, would you take Salah in your team? Any other fan, they would say yes. We can use that
No,
example as well.
look here. Currently, yes. Currently, I will agree with you. Is well. Currently, he'll walk into any team now. Currently, I don't deny
100%.
that. But I'm saying if you must make a team of from 94 up until now, you're speaking world class
Yeah.
across the years. Does he make the 211 go up against? Do you select Salah, prime Salah against prime Bale maybe? I'll take a Gareth Bale. Just a normal Gareth Bale. They're both playing wing. So I say he's a great. He'll go down as a Premier League great. I don't deny that.
Okay.
He'll go down as a Premier League legend. I don't deny that.
Yep.
But we throw the world class word and name too quick around to anybody. And I might be wrong on this. I might be
Okay.
wrong on this. If you might even if you name now an African team, there will still be even argumentative that he walks into because if you look at your African players over the years, JJ Wagocha, Kanu, Sandayo Lisi, what's his name, West, you can name that is just Nigeria. There's other, you got Didier Drogba, you got Samuel Eto'o. Even then, there's an argument that he doesn't even make
Okay.
an African 11, considering
Let
what he has done for Egypt.
let me end this off, right? This debate, right? We all agree that they are out brilliant, world-class players. Thing is this, let me ask you only this final question, and then we're gonna move on to the next topic. How many world-class players is out there that haven't made the World 11?
So you can't be
Um,
world class if you're not making that team.
Now what I'm saying is, how many players was labeled world-class but never made a World 11? World-class is not just about making a World 11. Remember, it's the same like you've got a squad of 22 players, all right? You'll have great players sitting on the bench, but they don't make the 11 to start. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, all right? We have to also, you know what, be real and say, you know what, the guy is world class, give him his flowers, all right? Although he doesn't make the World 11, but we cannot take away that he's world class. Does that make
I
sense?
say Salah is a great Premier League great. He'll go down in the EPL, but I won't say he's world class, and I'll stick to that.
Okay,
That's
that's
my
fair.
point.
That's fair.
So
Anyway,
Premier League
be-
great, not world class.
before we move on to the next topic, I saw there were some people that would like to come in to the 1 minute of countdown. Let's just get them in quickly. Uh, let's get them in. They are waiting in the thing there. There we go. So we've got Silver King that's gonna come in, and we've got Daniel that's gonna come in for a 1 minute of countdown. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the Sportcast. Mr. Silver King, the floor is yours, sir. Oh no, you're still buffering, Mr. Daniels. You can go for it, sir. Welcome to the Sportcast, sir.
How much time do we have?
You have like a minute, but you're gonna be able to hop in and out. You
So
know,
you want to
just so we
give,
can
so
keep a
you,
flow.
so you want me to defend Salah in a minute?
No, I don't want you to defend any player. It's about giving your
So I'm gonna
opinion,
use
your
my
view.
minute. So I'm gonna use my minute like this.
Okay.
If we say what is world class, or what is for you world class, for me whatever, what is the criteria? What is Robin basing his Salah is not world class on?
Okay,
It's
that's fair.
dribbling, speed, goals, assists, passing range. What is it that if people tell me that Salah isn't world class or isn't better than this, better than that, then, then my question is, please tell me what in the 7 years Mo Salah's been at Liverpool or Florentina or Roma, what didn't he show you? Speed, tick box. Goals, we're not going to talk about it. Assist, we're not going to talk about it. Passing range for a winger, we're not going to talk about it. So, please tell me, heading abilities, reading a game, now changing his game at this age. Changing his game at this age. Please tell me what is the criteria to make you a world class player. So now, 30 seconds, my next 30 seconds. Robin said, Salah's face, Harry Maguire. Robin named all the bad defenders. And then he says, Henry faced this and this and this. So let's then name a few good defenders also. You see, the thing is, when Thierry Henry played football, if we say 1994 or 1993 till now, please go back and listen to old players talk about football in 1994. Half of them were drunk. Ray Parlour were drunk. Playing fucking football. Sorry for my language. Playing football. Please. Don't only say Harry Maguire. The thing about playing nowadays football, and football has changed so much. The thing about playing nowadays football, you know what Thierry Henry had over other football players in the Premier League when he came to the Premier League? Thierry Henry were two things. Thierry Henry were a goal scorer, and Thierry Henry were a damn good athlete. He had speed, a very good athlete. Back then, there were no fucking 10 athletes, you could say. Nowadays, football has changed so much that we have lost skill and ability to play football for athleticism. So, most defenders today, if you take the France guy that they say is the best right back in the world, France, Hernandez, all those players, they could keep up with a Thierry Henry in today's sport because they are athletes like him. Thierry Henry used to play. If we name bad defenders like you name bad defenders for Mo Salah, then we say Thierry Henry played against Paul Konchesky at West Ham and Aston Villa, and he played against Jamie Carragher and Stefan Armstrong with Liverpool. Go see what Thierry Henry did to Jamie Carragher because they weren't athletes. He was an athlete that can score goals.
True,
But
Daniels. Daniels, true,
the
Daniels.
last point, quick point, to 5 words, please. If we say Vinicius Junior is world class, he's so much better. Please tell me, without this dribbling and step over the ball and all that cut that makes lighties go wild, please tell me in which factor of football is he so much better than Mo Salah? There is no statistic that he is better. It can't be. You can't say passing. You can't. The man is amazing. But because he plays for Liverpool, people's gonna hate him. They will. I'm a Liverpool fan, and you guys know, and the best defensive midfielder I've seen in my life is Roy fucking Keane. And I can say that because I watch football. But don't let your hate for Mo Salah or for Liverpool cloud your judgment, James, man. Please, I'm
But you
done.
can't, but you can't say change, right? I always say that this podcast I'm running, it's going to be as unbiased as possible. I understand sometimes my co-host is a bit unbiased, and I have to bring you a bit back into line. And that's why I
Okay,
say,
we love him.
and that's why I said I have to give the guy his flowers. Although I take the piss out of Liverpool, out of the players when I post videos out there, but when it comes to this platform, what I'm doing here every Friday, I want to get people's opinions. I want to learn from people. I want people to learn from me. This is a complete different platform. And that is why I said, you can't just say, Daniels, that Henry was just an athlete, right? Henry was also a player. He was a silky player, right? That you have to look at, right? He was an absolute amazing player. But like I say, out of different eras. But the thing is this, you have to give both their flowers. But if I have to ask you, Daniels, who do you rate, in your opinion, better player between the two?
You know, it's so difficult. It's like the
Okay,
Messi
that's fair.
Ronaldo thing. I hate
That's fair.
doing it. I
That's fair.
hate.
That's fair.
If in 1998
Mm,
against Jabstam, against fucking Vinnie Jones, I take Thierry Henry every day of the week. But because we didn't see a play like Thierry Henry, we didn't see an athlete that's silky that can score. Just think back to the players we saw, static. They couldn't run.
mm,
Then Thierry Henry came.
mm.
Oh my God,
100%.
purebred horse.
Mm,
Now we see it every day. These guys.
100%.
Thierry Henry is basically, or Kylian Mbappe is same mold, just less goals
Okay, cool.
and not so silky. But
100%.
in this era today, I swear to God, Mo Salah for me, the guy is just, you can't do this 7 years back to back to back, guys.
Okay,
You must at least say the guy is
Jose,
amazing.
thank
before
you.
you go, I'm just gonna say one thing that you said in your message, in your statement and in your rant here. You said it yourself. This is your words. Today's players and defenders lost skill and ability for athleticism. That's
Yeah.
your words, and I will leave you at that. You said it,
Yeah.
not me.
Uh,
Skill and ability has been lost because you are looking for comrades runners, you are looking for
yeah.
two ocean runners, and you're not looking for footballers
Before
anymore.
I go,
Your
because
words, not
I
mine.
sit at work,
Your
before I
words, not
go,
mine.
because I sit at work, the best right back I saw in my lifetime, and that's going to be a surprise to you guys. The best
Dennis
right back I saw
Irwin. Dennis
in
Irwin
my
in the
life.
Premier League.
Sorry, no. It's Gary Neville, because And Gary Neville will tell you with his own mouth, he wasn't an athlete, he couldn't run, he couldn't do this. But for that time he played in,
He had
he
this.
didn't have to
He
run.
had this.
Now we change soccer ability, soccer knowledge, soccer smarts. We change that for, we have now Lee
Gentlemen,
Caldwell.
gentlemen, I am going to close down on the
But
Henry and
Robin,
the
I need
Salah.
both waren
I'm going to close down on the Henry and on the Salah. Daniels, please stay in the comment section. We are going to cover something else as well. Couple of Liverpool things happening out on the social media. There's also this happening currently. Uh, Warren, there's thoughts around this?
I swear, every video I see or something online, it's contract, contracts, contracts. I'm so
And that
over
is
it.
why I want to squash this, right? Do you think that the two of them will stay?
Yes,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Trent, not so much.
Okay, Trent not so much. All right. Do you think the two of them will stay, Robin?
I think Salah might leave. Van Dijk might stay.
Okay. All right, that's fair. We've got the comment section that says they will both stay. Trent might be leaving, and that's exactly the
Can
next one. All right.
can I ask Mr. Warren something quickly?
Sure.
Mr. Warren, as a Liverpool fan, for
Yeah.
those three players, Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent, of those three players, who will you miss most if they should leave?
If they should leave.
If they should leave, who would you miss? Who would cause the most uh, downfall or downgrade of the
I
three if they should leave
I
within that
think
Liverpool team?
I think the question should be to the Liverpool guys, all right? Which of these three players would you not want to lose? So the comment
If you
section
can,
and to yourself. So of the three, Trent, Virgil van Dijk, and Salah, which of the three is the
I
most
agree with
important?
GeForce Virgil. I agree with Virgil with GeForce Virgil.
Okay, United fans can also come in as well. We've got Zephos with Virgil, we got Mooncake with Trent, we got Christopher with Salah. All right.
And I'll give you my reasons why as well.
Okay. I
I know
think
what the
let's get
reason is. We've already covered that in the
Now,
previous podcast.
besides that,
But
I've seen within Liverpool when Ellison was injured, you had a brilliant backup keeper. If Trent is injured, you can replace Trent. When Salah was injured and out of form, you could replace him. But as soon as Virgil got injured, you had a massive downgrade. And that's the reason I say Virgil is the more important of the three.
okay.
And that
All
is
right.
based on what I've seen when they all three were injured at a specific time or not available.
Okay. In the meantime, while we're waiting on Warren to give his view on which player is the most important one, let's get some guys to come in to hop into the 60 seconds of countdown. Any one of the guys want to hop in and come give their view. United guys, Liverpool guys, doesn't really matter. Who is the most important player for you guys? Would it be Trent? Would it be Salah? Or would it be Virgil? Which of the three do you guys not want to lose? Liverpool guys, United guys, you can hop in while waiting on Warren to give us his view. You can go for it, Warren.
oh, so I thought you were waiting.
I know it's fun. You can go for it while waiting for the guys to hop in.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say they each have their own specific qualities that they bring to the team, and all three of them are valuable. So I wouldn't say one is more important than the other. But if one would leave and it would severely hurt us, I'm gonna have to say it is Virgil. I'm gonna have to say it because we saw that, like Robin said, after that injury in the Everton game, and he went off and he was out for like months. The decline of the team you could see, and obviously it was a different team back then. Right now, probably a different answer, but yeah, it would be Virgil. As much as I love Salah and the charges he creates, but the goals can come from somewhere else as well. But defensively, you need to be solid. That's for me.
Okay.
I love you, Warren. You are a good man. You are a good man, Warren. Thank you, Warren. You are a great man. You are a beautiful, beautiful man. Really, you are a beautiful man.
That's just how I see it. Like the goals can come from anywhere. Gakpo was there, Jota's there, no, like, let's not talk about Nunes, but like Jota's there, Gakpo is there, Diaz is there. They can bring in reinforcements, not as great as Salah, but the goals will come. But you can't, that partnership that Virgil and Ibu has even Ibu wasn't even there back then, but Virgil is the constant. And if I fear when you remove that, and we've won games without Virgil. Because let's just say Virgil is like irreplaceable, but he's the constant, he's the glue.
You are a good man, Warren. Warren, you are a good man. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. You
Look
are
at
a
what
good
G-Force
man.
is saying in the
Because you have answered all the questions. You have answered. You gave the answers to the questions. You can replace the world class player, but you can't replace the defender. You are the man.
It's muted.
We can't hear you, Iggy.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I would also agree that Virgil would be the biggest loss if they have to lose him, and Trent and Mo Salah still stays, because there's a reason why he's got the captain's armband, right? Because he leads from the back. He knows how to lead the team and make sure that, and also he's a Premier League winner as well, right? So we have to take all of that things in consideration. But the thing is this, what I also want to ask is, do you guys think that Trent should have at least extended his contract, seeing that he is coming from your academy, right? He's one of your local lads. I know there's a meme running around. I also made a video about it. But on a serious note, right? Should Trent be one of the one of the three that say, you know what? Let me extend my contract, not for crazy money. So then, if I then want to leave to Real Madrid, at least Liverpool can then recover a huge amount of money for me. Do you guys think that is fair for Trent to do? Or do you guys think that he is being unfair by letting his contract run out and losing him on a free?
Look, we don't know what was said behind closed doors regarding Trent, Virgil, or Salah's
No, I
contract.
understand. But that's not my
So,
question. That's not my question. My question is, would it be fair for Trent to sign a new contract, right? Even if it's not crazy money that he wants, but what the club wants to offer him, and then give Real Madrid an opportunity to come in for him and recover, because I mean, he is from the academy. He is one
yeah,
of their
but
own, basically. So that's my question. I'm saying, you must be now, even as a Liverpool
no,
fan, if that, or let's say this player was at United, right? Would you say that is the right thing for Trent to do? Or will you
but
say
like,
it's okay for him to run out his contract?
look here, like I said, maybe they did offer him a contract and he said no because he wants to go down. I would have done what you were saying, and I think that's why United is giving that 1 year extension to Harry Maguire to say, you know what, if you want to leave, we have that option of extending your contract by a
Okay.
year and then make some money from you. Liverpool players, Liverpool them don't have that in their contracts where they say we'll give you 3 years plus a additional 1 year if need be.
Okay.
So they don't have that in their contracts.
Okay.
So we don't know what gets done. Did they offer him something to say? Maybe, like you said, they can say, you know what, Trent, I know you want to go. Just take a 2 year contract with us so that we'll sell you just to make some money back. Because if they say 2 year contract, instead of losing for free and say, we'll sell you for 50 million, it's pure profit for them.
Mm, yeah.
Because he's from the academy. Say, you know what, we'll give you the 2 years, but we won't sell you for a ridiculous amount of money. We'll just sell it to get some money out of the deal, and we'll sell it for 50 million, and then we make pure profit on 50
Okay.
because he's a local lad.
Okay. Cool. All right. That's fine. Anyway, so obviously we've covered quite a bit. So let's give an opportunity to some people that came in with the what do you call it? A misperception? Uh,
misconception.
misconception. Huh? So let's give the guys
Misconception.
misconceptions, right? So Mr. Martin and those guys that just comes in here with a lot of emotions. You have an opportunity to jump into the box. You got a minute to give an opinion because I know you guys see me a lot there, bantering out there. But come around every Friday and come have a football conversation. And hopefully you can send me a video as well. And we can view your video, right? So let's hear what my co-host that's returning next week, let's hear what he has to say. All right? We're gonna move on to the final topic of the evening. It is the big one that's happening on Sunday. Let's hear what he has to say.
Gents and viewers, Happy New Year. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a fantastic festive season. Liverpool v United, the big one. I am so nervous for this game. I'm always nervous for this game. It doesn't matter how well Liverpool are doing, it doesn't matter how bad Liverpool are doing. I will always be nervous for this game. This is a fixture that I never get cocky ahead of, because I remember when Liverpool were at their absolute worst, we could still get a result against United. This is a fixture where, as cliche as it is, form does go out the window. I remember last season people were also very cocky ahead of that game, and that game ended 0-0 at Anfield. So anything can happen. My question is, would you like to see Amorim make any small tweaks? I know the system is still going to be the same. He's been very adamant he's going to keep using the system. But would you like to see any small tweaks? Perhaps an extra man in midfield? And also, what Liverpool front three, as United fans, would you least like to see? A front three that would scare you the most? Let me know.
Okay, cool. I think let's get some people in from the comment section. Let's get to get their views and stuff. Anyone wants to hop in before we give our opinion? Like I say that we all understand the game. Anyone wants to hop in quickly before we give a view or anything? No one? Let's see. Anyone wants to come in? No one in there? No one waiting? All right, cool. No one wants to hop in. Anyway, why don't you want to go for it?
Yeah, so I agree with what am I muted? Okay. Um, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can go clear,
Okay.
crystal clear.
All right. So I actually agree with Brandon. Form goes out the window. We all make these videos beforehand about what we think is going to happen, what our predictions is going to be, blah 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 blah, and that's all just based on our perception. There was a time, I think it was two seasons ago, when we were playing very bad at the time,
Mm-hmm,
and then we battered United 7-0,
mm-hmm,
Liverpool now.
mm-hmm,
But the next season, we were in good form and we couldn't win against United at all.
mm,
And one would say they caused us to fall off the rails, lose the FA Cup, and
mm,
quadruple dreams dashed and all that stuff. So
mm-hmm.
we all know that. So I don't expect anything from this game, to be honest. I
Okay.
am not going to have preconceived notions about there's going to be a clean sheet, there's going to be a trashing of United, and United is going to maybe steal a point, or they're going to play like a, you know, they're going to park like 70 odd buses and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into that because, like, you never know what's going to happen in this game.
True.
But the front three that I would want to see play would be Gakpo on the left, Diaz through the middle, and then Salah on the right.
Okay.
And then we know now that Rashford is not gonna feature at all this weekend. He's
Mm,
been ruled out. He's sick, so
mm,
he will not play. That's something that I would have wanted to see if I was a Man United supporter,
mm-hmm,
because Rashford always delivers when he plays against Liverpool. For some reason, he always scores.
mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that I would have seen. I don't think Amorim is going to change his setup, his formation. Fernandez will come in, Ahmad will play, but I would like to see Garnacho start, and then Ugarte and Hoyland in front.
Oh, okay. So that's just like, so that is players that you would like to see start, or that is like, because what?
If I was a United supporter,
No, but I'm saying as a Liverpool fan, what players would you like to avoid of United? I mean, he's asking the question, what players would we like to avoid as United fans, right? So what players
okay,
would you like to avoid?
Ahmad, Rashford,
Okay,
and Hoyland,
okay. See,
because I
what
feel that's the three people. And Fernandez. Those are the four people that could hurt us this weekend.
Okay, fair. Robin, want to go for it?
Yeah, look, I'll agree with the two guys that says form goes out the window when it comes to these two. At the end of the day, it's who wants it more. Uh, and normally that will determine your window, who wants it more. So form goes out the window. So, I would go with the same front three, what Warren said, Gapco, Diaz, and Salah. Obviously,
If
if
those players
Jota was
that
there, I've gone with,
if those players that you want to avoid as a United fan. Remember the question
yes,
was,
if it,
what players
the
would you
front
like to
three.
avoid? Yeah, the front three. Yeah.
The front three. So if everybody's fit by Liverpool and everyone out of say Jota, Diaz, and Salah as a front three, that would scare the living daylights out of me, to be honest. Uh, what would Ruben change his tactics? I doubt it, but I do. If to have your best chance against Liverpool, I would say you go with a midfield of Ugarte and Casemiro to bring some solidness there to make it physical for them, and then I would move Ahmed back to the right wing back, and
Hmm.
then I would bring Kobe next to Bruno with Rasmus up front.
Okay.
We need legs in that midfield. We need physicality in that midfield. If we're not going to uh, be physical in that midfield, I would love to have a form Rashford and Canacho because we do not have pace up front, and pace is something that we need at the moment. But unfortunately, with discipline issues and not fitting the system and all those type of things, so, Adil, too slow for legs? No, legs doesn't mean too slow. Legs mean can you get across the park? Do you have an engine? That's what they mean. Do you have an engine to cover the ground? And obviously to win those 50-50 tackles. But it's difficult to call. Obviously, if you look at currently, you would say Liverpool for the win. As hard as it to say as a United fan, everything points to Liverpool, but the game form goes out of the window. So, but I would still say that front three, Jota, I mean, of Gapco, Diaz, and Salah. I think that scares the living shit out of any team in the Premier League. To be honest,
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna allow you now, Daniels, to give an opinion. Look, I like what Brandon is asking there. You know what? Will Amarin change his formation, his system? I feel he should not change it. Right? The thing is this, yes, we might not have the players, but I believe that some of these players they are versatile, but they are not giving it their all yet. Right? He hasn't got the best out of these players. So he should not change the formation. That's just going to give them back that player power, right? Thinking, you know what? If we can get the coach to change this, right, to suit our need, then we can keep on doing what we are doing. So I think firstly, you should not change his formation, right? These players needs to show, right, why they deserve to get that salaries that they are earning, right? If they are not good enough, right, to earn the salaries, then they should move on, right? But secondly, I feel that I will respect every Liverpool player that comes up against United, including a rival of a Newcastle, whatever. Doesn't matter if we are in a poor form. But I believe that I would respect those players, but I wouldn't want to fear any player because those players they are professional. They've signed up to say, you know what, this is my job, and I will get the job done. So that is my view on do I fear any of those players? No. Do I respect them? Yes. All right. Do we have to change the system? I say absolutely not. But anyway, Daniels, you can have your view quickly, sir, before we move to another video. You unmute over there, sir. You can unmute.
For me, uh, it's like Ruben Emery is gonna do the same mistakes that his predecessor done. We know they don't have the players. We know these players. Sorry, Iggy, but for me, these players can't adapt. It's been 10 years, 6 years, 3, 4, 5 managers. They've shown they can't adapt to Erik ten Hag style, Ruben Emery style. So if United come with the same starting lineup as they did at Newcastle,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid if both teams go 100% ability wise, I'm afraid what's going to happen. because what he's doing currently at United and I'm not criticizing the manager, I'm not hating on United, nothing like that. I'm just, as I watch football, he's playing three at the back.
Mm.
If you already conceded, like if you conceded last season minus 3 goal difference, then you can't play most now three at the back. For me, he must just make that changes. If I was United manager today, I would say, or if I was United, I would say to Ruben Emery, yes, I don't want no coach to change his football philosophy, but change your in-game tactics, would I say. Like I'm not going to praise Slot. Yeah, I don't want to get hyped about Slot because it's only been a few months.
Mm.
But the thing this guy does, Liverpool play in game. They change about 3-4 times their tactics to win. And for me, Ruben Emery must just do that. Play the four at the back. Play the two CDMs. I couldn't care if people say you are boring football. You don't want to get fucking relegated. That's the thing. Play
Yeah,
4-4-2. If I was United, I would play. Sometimes I wish Liverpool can just go back to 4-4-2 nicely. United have two big strikers, Xerxes and the wrestling
Oilen.
Brock Lesnar.
Okay, Oilen, yeah.
Play two strikers. They could bully Van Dijk in who's the lighty of Liverpool? I forgot his name now. That academy kid. They could bully him. But now you're going to play with Hoyland alone there.
Van der Bradley.
Just, no. Kwanzaa.
Oh, Kwanzaa.
Play 4-4-2. Yes, play. Leave this thing about you want to do the same. If you couldn't do four at the back, how the hell are you going to do three at the back?
100%. No,
It's going to be.
I get what you're saying, but that's why I
If,
say,
yeah, I'm just saying, in-game tactics is very important. And if United come at Liverpool with that back three, Harry Maguire and Mazraoui that I like very, very much,
mm,
I swear to God, that way, my goal difference -7.
yeah, I get to say. No, 100%.
I'm just joking. I'm
No,
joking. I'm
100%,
joking.
100%. Daniels, thanks for popping in, sir. Mr. Grant, welcome, sir, to the podcast, sir. You want to take your quick 1 minute of countdown, sir? And then we move on to audio.
First of all, good evening, everyone. I
Evening,
hope
sir.
it's all well. Happy New Year to you.
Well, same to you,
Prosperous New
sir.
Year to you and all of your families.
Thank you, sir.
And may God bless all of you this year with all your heart's desires. 2024 wasn't an easy year for everyone, but I'm sure 2025 is going to be much better. We remain positive. We remain grateful and thankful to God for what He does for us. And yeah, I'm sure we're going through this whole thing now, where it seems like uh, we had a coach before that kind of things took a turn for him, and a new coach on the ground, and a turn for him now as well, trying new things, implementing things and stuff like that. And it seems to everyone like it's not working, but I just feel that until the players understand that they have to play the game that he wants them to play, until they get it right, our guys are going to have this constant battle of not being able to score, not being able to defend, not being able to do what they got to do on the field. And it's quite sad, for I think every Manchester United supporter out there. And but we don't drop our team, and we die united. Whether hell comes or not, we are united, and that is it in club, because we will get there again, man. And it will take time for us to get back onto our feet, but we will get there eventually.
100%.
It's
100%.
like it's like it's like you going to go and pass out your driver's license. Now you've been driving a car for many years already without a license. Now you go there to the traffic department You go and drive as though you think you know how to drive, and now you can drive a car and all this and that. But then you fail. You know why? Because you're not driving the car the way they want you to drive the car. They got a set of rules in place. They say, check your blind spots, this, that, and the other, do this, that, and the other. And they want you to do those things in order to qualify and to pass so that you can get your driver's license. It's
100%.
the same with Amarim. That's what I'm seeing. He wants them to do that, is to play according to what he knows works.
Mm,
But if they're going to walk around with egos and they're not going to perform and not going to apply what they are taught, then it's going to fail. They are bound to fail.
okay,
It
cool.
is it is simple.
I get
Anybody
what you're
can
saying.
see it. They are going to fail if they don't follow through on what the coach wants them to do,
Get
or
what you're saying.
even the rest of the coaching staff. Because remember, he gives them also
Grant, I'm gonna have
the
to
rest
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to
coaching
cut you,
staff.
sir. I'm gonna have to cut you, sir. You over your
Okay.
minute. So sorry that I have to
Oh,
cut
sorry,
you. I
man.
don't wanna sound rude, but I wanna give other people also an opportunity. But thanks for
No
coming in.
problem.
Appreciate your opinion as well. Before we give Adil opportunity, I wanna just run through another quick video and then Adil can give his view quickly. Let's just pull up this one video and then we'll give Adil opportunity.
It's that fixture again. Liverpool versus United. This is the one fixture, regardless of form, regardless of where the teams are laying on the table. This is one fixture that Liverpool and United fans always look forward to. Even me, I look forward to it, regardless of how United's form is right now. Looking at the stats, United have failed to score in their last three. They've conceded 7 goals. And with the form that Liverpool is on, it's looking very unlikely for United to pull anything over Liverpool at this point. My question is, if United beat Liverpool, is it going to be one of those things where Liverpool's title hopes might become a little tight, or is it going to be one of those, oh, United was just better on the day? It's going to take a lot for them to be better on the day.
Okay, cool. Adil, welcome sir to this podcast. You wanna give it a go, sir? Floor is yours, sir.
Thanks, guys. Just my comments on the game on Sunday. I think for me, it's not about are we gonna win and we hope and living on a pray. That's not the point. The point is Liverpool is the better team on the day. They are the better team at the moment. The problem, all I want to see on Sunday is that there's a little bit of formation coming right, because we've seen in set pieces we haven't improved. I've seen 5, 6 games, the same goals over and over. They get it from the corners, they get it from set piece, they score against us. So I want to see that improvement there. The second thing is we don't have the wing backs, guys. Like I said in the comment section, we don't have the wing backs. So until we get new recruits in, the suffering will continue.
Okay.
Yes, we must probably be in an odd game, but for me, it is. I just want to see there is improvement. I'm
Mm,
not worried about the result. We
yeah.
know Liverpool. For me, Liverpool will beat us on Sunday. I want to see if there's going to be improvement. There's a little bit of form. They're getting a little, because at the moment I don't see that formation that Ruben is playing out. That's his style. He must stick to that. But
Mm,
it's not working. He should not change, but he cannot do it with his players. That is my 2 cents, guys. I just want to see this improvement on Sunday, and
sure.
that for me will be important. That will be a great win for us if we can improve the formation or a little bit defend better on our set pieces.
Mm,
That's what I want to see. I'm
all
not
right.
interested in winning because we know that's not possible.
Okay. 100%. 100%. I like that.
That's it,
Thank you,
guys.
Adil. Thank you for
And
hopping in.
and
Yeah.
just 1 second. I just want to comment on Mooncake's comment there.
Sure.
Mooncake. If we beat Liverpool on Sunday, that means you guys were very poor because on paper it should not happen, and we
So
don't have
yes.
the players to pull off Ruben's.
So what you're saying is
Sorry, Iggy?
that so what you're saying is if United show up on the day, you would give it to Liverpool being poor on the day. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely, because we can see that the guys cannot play Ruben's formation yet. Then we're not there. We're
Yeah,
not
but what
even
I'm saying
close.
is
So
it's not
until
about
all I want to see is improvement.
no, no, that's what I'm saying. My question is,
But
right?
Iggy, we
No, no,
it's
no. I know we don't have the
mathematically
players
it's
yet.
impossible. Wait, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's impossible for us to beat Liverpool on Sunday. It's mathematically impossible, guys. I will make a bet with anyone tonight that tells me otherwise. It's not possible. We cannot do it because they're not playing his formation. It's as simple as that.
Now, what I'm
Do
saying
you
is, I
really
know
think
we
on the
don't
day they're
have
going to all
the.
of a sudden
Okay,
miraculous?
on the day,
No, no,
everyone
no.
wrote
I
us off
know, but we
against
don't have the
City as
players.
well.
But we
Against City, we were also
no.
written
But
off as well.
listen
What
here.
I'm
We playing
saying
against.
is, what I'm saying is, right,
I
this is my point, Adil, right? So let's take United out of the equation, right? Let's take even as Forest. Forest has been good on the day, and they've knocked Liverpool on the day. I always say it doesn't matter how good you are, what form you're on. If a team wins you on the day, that team, right, could have showed up on the day, or we're gonna have to look at was it that it was errors, right, that lead up to that team for the loss. So we're gonna have to see on the day. But for me, what I would say is, if United comes with the 3 points, we can look at United was maybe the better team on the day. We can look at maybe VAR was against Liverpool. So we can look at a lot of factors, but we can never say that it's impossible for Liverpool not to take a knock just because we are not on a good run. That is what
So
I'm
okay,
saying.
okay.
That is what I'm saying.
Let's put it. Yeah, let's put it the other way. Let's take it this put it the other way, right? If you look at Ruben's formation, his current
Yeah.
formation, the style of playing. If you look at that, right, percentage wise, how close are we to that, or how far off? I would say we're not even playing 30% his formation that he wants us to play. That is the reality. How far off we are?
That
We're
I
70% off.
that I would agree with you. We are way off his
So
formation,
So
100%.
if you cannot, if you can, so just simple. If you look at all our games, simple attack. What they're going to do, they're going to counter us hard because that is the we're lacking at the moment
Okay,
because we don't have a
100%.
wing backs. We're too slow.
No.
So for me, it is just if we were all I want to see. There's improvement. I
Okay,
know we're going to lose,
100%.
but I want to see improvement. I want to see okay, they're stable at the back, the
Okay,
midfield's controlling, but because we don't have the wing backs, we'll never be up front quick.
okay.
That's my all I want to add on
No,
to the
sure.
two
No
cents.
problem.
Thanks,
No
guys.
problem. Awesome, man. Seaforth, good evening, sir. Welcome to the podcast, sir. Always a pleasure having you, my friend. The floor is yours.
Away. Sabi ko salamat sa julle manne en vroue.
Ali Piston, hy kant en jou kant ook, man.
Kyk hier samen. Ik hoop Jose is nog hier.
I
Let me
think he
put it
might
in
be, yeah.
English. So Jose came here and he's technically said it unknowingly that United is still the bigger team by saying he expects our manager to fail, whereby they gave a manager 4 years to build a team and to win one league trophy in 9 years. He expects our manager to perform miracles, meaning he believes that United is still the bigger team. Brother, gee ons 'n manager tyd net soos julle manager 100 jaar gegee het, gee ons 'n manager ook 100 jaar.
Okay.
Secondly, there is absolutely nothing fantastic about Slot. Absolutely nothing. I call him a coward. He's got no balls because he's done nothing. He's still playing the same type of football that Klopp has implemented. He's just so slowed it down a bit. There's nothing special about Slot.
Okay.
Thirdly, thirdly, Liverpool has conceded more goals under Slot than what they have under Klopp in his first few games. So Liverpool's defense can be breached. Liverpool's defense is fragile. Watch the games Liverpool concedes, although they score more. By all
Mm.
means, they score more, but
Mm-hmm.
they do concede. So
Okay.
if United shows up on the day, there is no way. There is a chance with the odds. Let me put it to you this way: there is a 50% chance for Liverpool to win and a 50% chance for United to win. Do not write my team down like that with the Adil. Do not write my team down like that.
100%. Okay, we can listen to G-Force's final thoughts quickly. Then we'll give the two gentlemen opportunity to hop into the 1 minute of countdown, and then we'll move on quickly to some two more topics, and then we'll close the show. And I want to say thank you to everyone that has tapped the screen. We're on 6.6K likes. Thanks to those that share the live. Thanks for the gifting. I appreciate everyone. Any other thoughts, G-Force, before I give the two gentlemen opportunity as well?
Yeah, but the Adil say it again. We're not ready for Liverpool. But the Adil, these people see that There was a season where their form was out of the window, and United were the better team form wise. They came and they destroyed us 7-0. Last season, Liverpool's form was top notch. We had a bad form. We drew them 0-0, and they couldn't win us basically throughout the year. So what are you telling me about Liverpool? We do not stand a chance against Liverpool. There is
100%.
always a chance against Liverpool, especially
100%.
if you're United. If the guy shows up, we can easily destroy Liverpool. Easily. Because they are all with their heads in the clouds. They are all arrogant and Here God, hulle gaan gemoer word, man. Simple as that.
Okay, 100%. First, thank you so much, my friend. I'll give you guys another opportunity to hop in. Dane, welcome, sir, to the podcast. Thanks for popping in. Any
Hi
thoughts,
guys.
sir,
Hi
on
guys.
stuff that we've discussed? Any opinions from your side? Obviously, we're having a football conversation, completely different.
First, first of all, I want to greet you guys. I want to say Happy New Year to all of you. If I didn't say it to you guys,
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna have to agree with Warren. I'm a Liverpool supporter. When it comes to United Liverpool, regardless of form, this is now without bantering anything. Anything is
Mm-hmm.
possible. Soccer is it's unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool can be in the form of their life, but if the ball doesn't want to go in the poles that day, it's not gonna go.
100%.
It can take one chance of United. We can have 100 chances and we don't use it. We can still lose the game.
Hundred
United can have one chance, put it away, we lose the game 1-0. But
100.
then again, I want to tell GeForce this. We are all friends here.
Mm-hmm.
The only ways United used to win us was on counter attacks. And if you watch Liverpool now lately after that Nottingham Forest, we couldn't play through a low block. We're breaking every low block down now.
Okay.
Counter attack wise, I don't see United beating us. That was the only way they won us. So when last did United win a game on Anfield? Go back 2016 loss.
Okay.
I'm just bringing in facts quickly.
Sure,
For
sure.
me, there's a possibility that United can win. That's why I never write them down when it's United Liverpool. It's the biggest game in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest game in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
There you can throw form out of the window, everything, because like Gifo said, if United turns up, which I know they can do because they've done it against the big teams,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a tough game,
Mm-hmm.
regardless being on Anfield or on Old Trafford.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can say is when it's gonna come to the counter pressing set pieces, like one of the United fans said, they are really lacking in it. And I
Yeah,
think that's
sure.
where Liverpool is gonna hurt them. It's in the set pieces and the
Mm-hmm.
countering.
Okay.
Because of leg wise. If you look at United's midfield compared to Liverpool's midfield,
Okay.
young legs to old legs.
Sure.
That's where it's gonna be dominant from.
Sure. Look, I'm just gonna respond on that quickly, then I'll give the other guys an opportunity as well. Look, I always say that, look, if you look at the experience, all right, experience cannot be bought. All right. So you've got your Casemiros. You guys have got your Gravenbergs there. They can go toe to toe. Maybe the legs, the energy might maybe count in your guys' favor. But we also got young players like your Mainos and those things. So what I always say, like you guys are all saying it, right? Doesn't matter what happened, how many years ago that United have won, right? Records are meant to be broken, right? No one expected Liverpool, not even Liverpool fans, to knock United 7-0. No one ever expected that,
Look at that.
all right?
Nobody.
But it happened, all right? And that is why I say, all right, that is why this platform particularly, I want people to understand when we come here, we put bias aside. And you guys know, I'm the biggest bias when it comes to Liverpool. Biggest
We all
bias.
know that.
All right? You all know that, right? But I want to make it clear that I want this a complete different platform to your normal lives where people are speaking of each other and they're going in each other. And at the end of the day, no one really enjoys the conversation. No one really gives credit to the other teams out there. So that's why I say I agree. I'm not saying that you're completely wrong by saying, Adi, that you know what, the players can't play the formation yet. I agree by saying, you know what, Liverpool should be winning us on the day. But we must not forget that these players, Liverpool, United, any team in the Premier League, they've got it in them to cause an upset. We can take recent result. Chelsea, Ipswich. No one expected Ipswich to get away with the result. So that's all things we must take in consideration. But Dane, thanks for popping in. Hope you can stay in the comment section. We are running slightly over time.
Last second,
Yeah.
okay, Iggy, last thing
Mm-hmm.
quickly. That's why I will say I came here with no biasness. That's why I say
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool United biggest game ever, and I can go either way. Either way.
100%, I agree with you. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Thanks again, guys, for all the likes and that. Grant, I'll give you a quick 1 minute, sir. Then we're gonna just discuss another quick topic. Okay, we'll end it off. Are you there, Grant? I think you're on mute. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're off mute.
Yeah, so yeah, it can go either way, just like our friend they said there, and like I said earlier on. But we remain positive as United. I'm looking forward to the game, and I'm positive that we can get a good result. Maybe yes, we didn't get in the past six or whatever many games, but anything can happen on the day. Anything. If United decides to show up on Sunday, then it will be all hell loose because I'm sure those players they are so aggravated that they haven't been winning that they are gonna want to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we've got the Casemiro on the field or whether we've got Ericsson on the field, which is in the 30s or whatever, it cuts no ice. If they come on and they want to destroy Liverpool, then they're gonna do it. Yes, Liverpool is strong. Yes, Liverpool is top of the log right now, but it doesn't mean that United can't beat them. It certainly doesn't mean that. And I'm totally unbiased. I'm not gonna credit anyone's team or whatever, but because I love football, but I want to say this: I'm backing my team for sure. That's 150%. Um, and I'm not gonna think about the past because the past is the past, man.
100%, 100%.
You can't cling to the past and talk about the 7 up and this and that. That's for man. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
As in the past, we can't,
Definitely.
just like they tell us, we can't talk about our league titles that we got in the past and this and this and this and that
100%,
and
100%.
whatever.
Yeah.
We
Grant, thank you for
focus on the
popping in, sir.
present, yeah.
I
Okay.
appreciate you, sir. Thank you for
Yes,
popping in.
thanks
I
for having
appreciate it.
me.
So guys, we're gonna end it off. Like we discussed a lot of things. I would like to give your view on this one, Robin and Warren. And then we're gonna just get a score prediction to end of the evening of the sportcast. So here, Slot is saying that we are much better on paper. The league table might not show that, and I think that is what we all have been discussing. The league table might show that, but we've got the players. Even if Liverpool were in the same position if the tables were turned, it does not have a true reflection on what the team could be on the day, on paper. All right. So, do you guys think this is mind games from the coach? Do you guys think he's giving a fair assessment, all right, of the team or of his rivals it's going to be facing on the day? Robin, you want to go for it?
Before I answer on this, I would just like to go on the video of Mooncake. I think we all just missed that video because we were speaking and she never really answered the question she asked there. I don't think should
Okay.
Liverpool lose, it will affect the title credentials.
Okay.
I think what will affect the title credentials will be if they do not solve this contract issues with those three players. I think if the longer this go on, I think that will be the reason for a slight downfall in them. But I don't think this result itself will be the reason for them dropping out of the title race. I think if they sort that out, I think Liverpool is still too good. I think the Wolves will win the league, and I think the Wolves will win United. Regarding this, I just think Arne Slot is being polite. He's being a gentleman in answering the questions. For me personally, I think it's soft of him. If we all know the rivalry, we cannot still have so much softies in this. You must say it like it is. that Liverpool is the better team currently, and anything can happen on the day. Yes, anything can happen on the day, but the whole world expects Liverpool to win, and so should he as well. So I think he's just being polite in
Okay.
answering the question, not to ruffle feathers.
Okay.
That's my
That's
take
fair.
on it.
That's fair. Warren, do you think it's mind games? What do you think? What's your thoughts on the honest lot statement?
I don't think it's mind games. I think, like Robin said, he's being polite, he's being pragmatic to the press. He doesn't want to ruffle feathers. I don't agree with the statement that he's a softie. This is his first year in the Premier League. So I don't think he's that type of coach that wants to ruffle feathers, but I don't think he's doing it for the reasons Robin might think he's doing it. I think
Okay.
he's just being pragmatic. I think he's being polite. I think he's just trying to, keep the facade as polite as it is. But on paper, United might not look where they are on the table. I believe that there's lots of talent in that team. It's just going to take some time for them to get used to the system. And
Mm-hmm.
if they can garner some new players in the transfer market, transfer window, then they should be okay. I don't
Okay.
think they're going to get relegated.
Okay. I've got actually a different view. I think, in my opinion, there's two managers in the Premier League that is handling the media very, very smart. Right? Slot and Amorim. Not because I've got him up on the screen, not because I'm a United fan, but if you guys have listened, go back, don't take my word for it. This is my opinion. If you guys have listened to these guys' press conferences, they handle the media very smart. Right? And I think he's being very smart about it. Right? I think I'm going to take this gentleman as well, just to give him an opportunity. It's the first time he's going to be coming in here. So I'll give you an opportunity now, sir. So I think he's being very smart in the media. Right? Because then he can also turn back and say, but I told you guys that don't look at the league table. Right? These guys have got it in their locker to start on the day. And that's exactly what they've done. Right? And that is why when they even ask Amarim certain things, then he would say, "No, I'll keep that to myself." Or he would be like, "It's the same thing, like I told you." Right? What do you want me to hear differently? So they've got some kind of charisma, right, when they're inside the media over there. That is just my opinion over there. Anyway, let's give this gentleman an opportunity on the minute of countdown, and then we'll close the show after this. What a bit of a thanks. I think I'll give the special guest. Well, okay, there the gentleman opts out. So Warren, I think I'll give you opportunity as a special guest to thank everyone. Like they say,
Okay.
what do they call it again? Like when you're at a funeral or something, then there's must someone that does the what you call it?
The eulogy or the not the eulogy, the
What do you call
the
it?
the special. I don't
Die
know.
dankzee. Die
Thanks,
dankzee. Die
thanks, yeah.
dankzee.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna do that, and then we'll get some score predictions over there. G4's coming in with a 3-2. I also got that score prediction down as well. Vote of thanks. Thank you so much, sir. There we go. Vote of thanks, sir. The floor is yours.
Okay. So first of all, thank you, Iggy, for the opportunity to be a a guest host in the podcast. I appreciate it. It was spur of the moment. So you can be the judges whether or not I did a good job or not. And thank you, Robin, for the conversation and for being polite and being gracious as a co-host. And then thank you to everybody in the comments for their input and everybody that jumped into the boxes to give their opinions. It is what makes the podcast the podcast. Without them, there isn't the podcast. So please come again next week. Iggy, thank you for your hard work, and please keep sending in the videos and of other clubs as well, so that we can get the conversation going about other teams as well.
Thank you, sir. Again,
I
thanks,
think we need
Warren.
to record this, Iggy. I think we need to record this man, and every week when we switch off, we need to play this man's dankzee. Is uit die hoogste gehalte, meneer.
Definitely,
Kerels uit die
for sure.
plaatsige gehalte, meneer.
Definitely for
Uit die
sure.
hoe jy gepraat het. Maar soos ek sê in Afrikaans, dankie vir almal wat gekom het. Vir Iggy, onze host. Onze guest, het was zo kort, op kort keving. Maar je kant gebring. Die hoe je gepraat het, je kent jouw story. Dat was lekker om samen te praten. Je hebt een beetje met ons gelachen. Je hebt jouw opinie voor ons opgegeven. En voor die mensen in die comments ook, baie dankie dat jullie gekomen het. Dat jullie tijd vat om bij ons by ons tyd te kon spandeer en dat julle julle video's deurstuur en dat julle in die boks gekom het. Sonder julle is die podcast niksie, so ons doen die vir julle en ons is dankbaar dat julle uitkom en ons omkom te support. So baie dankie, Iggy, en weer meneer Warren, uit die hoogste gehaaldheid, meneer.
Yeah, so we had what's it again? The thanks coming in English, the thanks coming in Afrikaans. So I guess my Tosa, Molweni, everyone, Mr. Sapona, Gomso. But I want to say thank you to everyone again, guys. Without you guys, there is none of these things. And thanks to everyone that has popped through some videos to me. You know, I really appreciate it. And thanks for all the engagement, man. I appreciate everyone. Have a blessed evening. I'll be signing out from the Sportcast from my co-host Warren and obviously Peacock. We want to say thank you. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of 2025.